Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be breaking down why most online tips don't work anymore, what has changed, why the old advice fails, and what you need to focus on to actually make money online. If you are coming across my video for the first time, do well to subscribe and click on the notification icon so that you will be notified whenever I share a new video. In this channel, I release regular updates and tips on how to make money online and become more effective in online platforms. Now, let's get right into the topic in more detail. The internet has become one of the biggest learning platforms in the world. Today, you can learn almost anything online, from starting a business and growing on social media to freelancing, investing, content creation, and even personal development. Every single day, thousands of videos, blog posts, courses, and social media posts promise to show you the right way to succeed online. Yet, despite this massive amount of information, a lot of people feel more confused, frustrated, and stuck than ever before. You try one tip today, and it doesn't work. You move on to another strategy tomorrow, and you get the same result. After a while, you start to wonder if online success is even real, or if only a few lucky people are actually benefiting from it. This brings us to a really important question. If there are so many online tips available, why do most people still struggle? The answer is not that people are lazy or incapable. The real issue is that most online tips no longer work the way they used to, and many of them were never designed to work for everyone in the first place. The online world is constantly evolving. Platforms change, audiences change, competition increases, and what worked yesterday might be completely useless today. Unfortunately, a lot of the advice being shared online doesn't reflect the current online reality. In this video, we're going to break down, in detail, why most online tips don't work anymore, what has changed in the digital space, and how you should start thinking if you truly want to succeed make money online. Let's start with the first major reality. The internet is now overcrowded. Before we can understand why online tips fail, we need to understand just how much the internet itself has changed. One of the biggest differences between then and now is the level of competition. In the early days, very few people were creating content or building online businesses. This meant that even basic strategies could produce massive results. You could start a blog, upload a few articles, and rank easily on Google. You could post videos on YouTube with minimal effort and still get views. Social media platforms rewarded almost everyone because there simply wasn't enough content. Today, the situation is completely different. Millions of people are now trying to do the same things. Every niche is crowded. Every platform is saturated. For every idea you have, there are thousands of others already doing it, some with better tools, more experience, and bigger budgets. Most online tips were created during periods of lower competition. They worked then because fewer people were using them. But once a method becomes popular and widely shared, its effectiveness drops. When everyone knows the same secret, it stops being a secret. This is why so many people follow the same tips and get no results. The advice itself might not be wrong. It's just no longer effective in an overcrowded environment. Next up, reality number 2. Most online tips lack context. This is another huge reason why they fail. Most advice you find online is presented as universal, as if one method can work for everyone regardless of their situation. But online success is not one size fits all. What works for someone who already has experience, money, skills, or an audience will not work the same way for a complete beginner. Yet, many creators leave out important details, like how long they've been doing it, how many failed attempts they had, or what resources they already possessed before succeeding. When people consume these tips, they assume they're doing something wrong when the results don't come quickly. In reality, the advice was just incomplete. Context matters because factors like your location, your available time, your skill level, the platform you choose, and even your personality can all affect the outcome. Without understanding these variables, people end up blindly following strategies that were never meant for their situation. This misunderstanding creates a lot of frustration and leads many people to quit way too early. Another critical reality is that platform algorithms have evolved. To truly understand why old online tips don't work, we have to talk about algorithms. Almost every major online platform today, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Google, is algorithm-driven. All of them decide what content gets seen and what gets buried. And these algorithms are constantly being updated to improve the user experience. In the past, simple tricks could easily manipulate these systems. People could stuff keywords, post excessively, or use other low-quality tactics to gain visibility. But these platforms have become much smarter. Today, algorithms prioritize things like watch time, engagement, relevance, consistency, and the overall value you provide to your audience. Content that doesn't keep users interested is quietly pushed aside. Many online tips were created before these changes. People keep repeating them without realizing that the platforms no longer reward those behaviors. This creates a gap between effort and results, leaving people confused about why things aren't working. The truth is, platforms now reward quality, not tricks. This leads me to my next reality. The internet promotes a shortcut culture. One of the most damaging influences on modern online advice is this culture of shortcuts. The internet has trained us to expect fast results, instant gratification, and effortless success. As a result, most online tips are framed around the idea that there's always a faster, easier way to win if you just know the right trick. This mindset didn't just appear out of nowhere. Platforms reward content that grabs attention quickly, and nothing grabs attention more than promises of speed. When people see phrases like "make money fast," "grow overnight," or "no experience needed," their curiosity kicks in. Creators understand this, so advice is often packaged to sound easier than it really is. The problem is, shortcuts rarely create sustainable results. They might work for a little while when they're new, but once many people adopt them, the platforms respond. Algorithms change, rules tighten, and audiences become resistant. What once looked like an opportunity suddenly becomes a dead end. When people rely heavily on shortcuts, they build fragile systems. Their success depends on trends, loopholes, or temporary advantages rather than on real value. Once those advantages disappear, everything collapses. This is why so many people experience sudden drops in views, income, or engagement without understanding why. True online success is built on foundations, not tricks. But because foundational work takes time and effort, it's rarely emphasized in online tips. Another big reality is copying strategies without understanding them. This is a widespread habit. Many people see someone succeed online and assume that if they just repeat the same actions, they'll get the same results. They copy content formats, business models, captions, scripts, thumbnails, and even entire personal branding styles. At first glance, this seems logical. If it worked for someone else, why shouldn't it work again? But the missing piece is understanding why it worked in the first place. Behind every successful strategy, there are invisible factors like timing, audience trust, prior experience, and lots of testing and refinement. When people just copy the surface-level actions without understanding the underlying principles, they miss what actually made the strategy effective. Copying without understanding also limits your growth. Instead of learning how to think, analyze, and adapt, you remain dependent on others for direction. The moment a copied strategy stops working, you're left completely stuck. Those who succeed online don't just imitate. They observe patterns, understand principles, and then adapt strategies to fit their own audience and situation. Another reality is often ignoring the role of time and failure. This is one of the biggest truths missing from online advice. Many tips are presented as if success should happen quickly once you find the right method. This creates unrealistic expectations and sets people up for disappointment. In reality, most online success stories are built on months or even years of experimentation. Behind the scenes, there are failed projects, low-performing content, rejected ideas, and long periods of doubt. But these parts of the journey are rarely shown because they don't attract attention. When beginners don't see immediate results, they assume the strategy doesn't work or that they lack the ability. So they move from one tip to another, constantly resetting their progress. This cycle prevents them from ever building momentum. Time is not just a waiting period, it's a learning process. Each attempt teaches you what works, what doesn't, and what needs improvement. Patience is not optional online, it is a core requirement. Finally, let's be honest, many online tips are designed as sales tools. To fully understand why online tips fall short, you have to recognize their purpose. A large percentage of online advice is created not to fully educate you, but to attract attention and lead you into a product or service. This means the free information is often intentionally limited. It introduces a concept, shows a partial result, and then stops. The deeper explanation, the context, or the execution details are reserved for something being sold. When people treat these surface-level tips as complete systems, they naturally fail. The advice was never designed to stand alone. This doesn't mean that selling is wrong or that paid education has no value. The issue is when people are unaware of the marketing structure behind the advice. Understanding that many tips are just entry points, not full roadmaps, allows you to consume online advice more wisely and avoid unnecessary frustration. So, after all that, what actually works in today's online environment? The answer is not some secret strategy or hidden method. What works today is depth over surface-level effort. Platforms reward creators and entrepreneurs who genuinely understand their audience and consistently solve their problems. Success online today is built through skill development, critical thinking, and adaptability. Instead of asking, "What trick should I use?" successful people ask, "How can I improve? And what does my audience truly need?" They focus on creating systems rather than chasing trends. They analyze performance, learn from their mistakes, and refine their approach over time. This process may be slower, but it is far more reliable. Online success today belongs to those who treat it as a long-term craft, not a quick opportunity. So, how should you use online tips the right way? They are not useless, they're just misunderstood. Their true value lies in how you use them. Instead of following tips blindly, treat them as hypotheses. Each tip is an idea to test, not a guarantee of success. When you apply advice thoughtfully and adjust it to your specific situation, even simple tips can become powerful. Using online tips effectively requires awareness, patience, and experimentation. It means asking the right questions, observing your results honestly, and making informed adjustments. Over time, this approach builds understanding rather than dependency. When you stop chasing tips and start building insight, online advice begins to work in your favor instead of against you. And that is why most online tips don't work anymore. Not because success online is impossible, but because the rules of the game have changed, and many people are still following an outdated rulebook. If you can understand this shift, you are already way ahead of the majority. I hope you learned something valuable from this video. Feel free to like, share, and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.